Should Princess Peach be a damsel in distress, or should she be a badass girl boss? Yes. What? She can be both. Now, as far as I know, with the amount of Mario that I've played, where Princess Peach is in there, like I've played Super Smash Bros., I've played Super Mario 64, and I've played Mario Kart, a little bit of Mario Party, but I haven't played that many things that have Princess Peach in them, to be honest. But all I know is that she is pretty much the mascot for damsel in distress. When you think of her, like think of Bowser or Donkey Kong or something kidnapping her, and then somebody's got to go save the day. And that's pretty much how I've seen her for the majority of like the time that I've known about this character at all, pretty much. But apparently, she's also a fighter. She's also like in Super Smash Bros. She's a fighter in some of those games. She's a fighter in some of her own games. She's a fighter in some of those too. She can use power ups. She can use different skills and get things done as well. She's not just a damsel in distress. Now, I guess a question that some people can have is like, can she be a badass girl as well as a damsel in distress? And I would say yes, she can. Because you can have very capable people doing things that, she could be taking on a bunch of freaking enemies and then end up getting captured essentially at the end of it. And I don't think that would lessen her character if she fought, let's say she fought off like 100 soldiers. And then at the end of that, she ends up getting captured or something. If people were to say like, oh, she just needs a man to save her, doesn't she? She can't do it on her own. It's like, I think it's justified there. If the same thing happened to a guy, I don't think it'd be like, oh, what a puss, couldn't handle 100 soldiers by yourself, you little bitch. I don't think so. No. And so the reason why this is a topic of discussion, I would say, is because of the Super Mario movie. There's a lot of people that, as soon as they saw the trailer, were like, oh no, they're going to make her a Rey Skywalker. They're going to make her a Captain Marvel. No, we don't need a bitch. We don't need one of those bitches again. No. But they actually do a good job. Most people, again, they're upset because she's usually the reason why Mario's got to go save the day and fight Bowser's, because she's captured. But they did something a little different where she is pretty much, when she was a baby, was in the Mushroom Kingdom, and she was taught how to fight and navigate around the world her whole life. And she's a human, so she's different than the little mushroom people. She's probably got more strength applied to her, not being one of the little mushroom people. And she's a capable fighter because of that. She knows how to use power ups and how all that stuff works. So that all makes sense. That makes enough sense. She can do things on her own, sort of, but she can also use a hand. Like in the movie, she is more capable than Mario, technically, but there's a lot of points where she does need help, where she does need a hand, where Mario saves the day himself there. Like, let's just go right to spoilers, by the way. Let's go right to when she's about to marry Bowser. She's got a little ice power up in her, a little ice flower power up under her bouquet. She ends up using it and she freezes Bowser. She's trying to fight off the people that are taking her on there, but she ends up getting her power up knocked out of her, and she's pretty much about to lose there. She needs help again. That's where Mario and Donkey Kong come into play, and then Bowser launches this, bomb to hit her kingdom, and Mario saves the day there. Like, there's nothing she could do. She's like, oh my gosh, it's gonna hit my kingdom. Like, what do I do? And then Mario comes in and does that. So even though she is a capable person that can defend herself and has her own qualities, it's not bad if somebody else, or especially a man, can help her out in the situation. Now, the way I thought they were going to do it in the movie, just what I thought that would have made more sense, is that if she's already, like, I guess for a joke too, is like if she were to have been captured, like, let's say like 5 times in the past already, she's been kidnapped, and it's like, like she ends up, she's rescued again, and then it's like, all right, this has got to stop. I've got to be able to be more capable. And then she starts like training and doing stuff herself. To me, that would work a little bit better for like if they're going to do more Super Mario movies, like if she starts out with like being a damsel in distress, and then through the second film she's a little bit more capable but still needs a lot of help, and then by the third one, if she's like very capable, very skilled, and can handle a lot more situations on her own than you'd think that she could, but there's still nothing wrong if somebody has to give her a hand. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That would be fine. But I think that they handled it really well in the movie, a lot better than I thought they were going to. I'm curious what a lot of other people think in the comments about it. I mean, I already know on Twitter, there's been so many people that think that she's still an insufferable bitch. But I think this was the one thing that separates her from like Rey Skywalker and Captain Marvel, is because she is a nice person. She is in like she's encouraging to other people. She's not like I am better than any of you. She's like you're doing as good as you can. I'm going to do as good as I can, and that's okay. Like it's literally the like Ben Stiller is it's okay, you're not okay, but that's okay thing like from Dodgeball. Like that's pretty much what her character is, and she has a good attitude in general. She's not like a plank of wood. She is like happy with things. She's good at having fun. This was a likable character and they did really well. She wasn't a damsel in distress, and I don't think she was the classic definition of like a girl boss, essentially. So that's my answer to the question. She can be both and neither, and also be a good character, I suppose. What do you guys think? Let me know, and have a great rest of your day.